Jackspot. All right, we hit a jackpot because you guys don't want to support Sniperwolf. I feel like I do want to support Sniperwolf. Why? Because if everything turns around, and I feel like it does turn around, and Jacksfilms like glitching the word jackpot, which is like winning a lottery, like really winning big resources. Again, I'm not into money. I'm into the mix of resources, a whole package that comes with attention and good reputation. Yeah. Why would I get that? I'm literally the only one. I got 32 dislikes in a row. If people were supporting Sniperwolf or attacking Sniperwolf sort of equally, or criticizing her equally, where you don't get to pick a side, you just like, okay, thank you for your input, because I didn't pick a side until now. Now I'm like, Jacksfilms gonna get cancelled, and you guys hate me just enough, so I'm like, I have to take this lottery tickets, because it's fucking free, bro. It's the most free lottery ticket. It's just like believing in flat earth. Oh, that's pretty crazy too, am I right? No. No, it's not. The less people believe in flat earth, and the more earth feels flat, the moment it becomes flat in any way, shape, or form, even if we're somehow wrong, the flat earthers are wrong, despite there's no actual observation of the earth, or needed observation of the earth, or ability to go to moon or Mars or whatever you fucking talk about when it comes to space travel. We don't have that. So I think the earth is going to become flat any moment now. I'm just sitting on a lot of fucking jackpot moves here. And Sniperwolf is just another thing that I'm going to add into my list, unfortunately. The world has to crumble down and concede on stupid ideas that they have invented for themselves. All right? Again, if this video seems aggressive and really powerful and you want to press that dislike button, maybe start from the very beginning, because it paints a full picture of how we got this far and how far into the minefield Jacksfilms actually is. If he steps on the wrong thing, if he says the wrong thing, he might become hypocritical. He might lose the trust of the people. And he would if I had any reputation, but I'm a poor dude. I can't actually gather any reputation. I cannot even show my face. I cannot be entertaining. I haven't been around YouTube for 10 years, you know. So these are big YouTubers fighting each other, and I can't really hop in and be influential enough to side with anything or make things matter. I should just speak facts, right, and not emotions, as if I'm a big boy around here. But one thing I am a big about is holding the title of YouTube CEO. No one holds the title. If you say that an Indian person is holding the title, you must be broken inside. All right? Susan Wojcicki, in fact, played a very interesting trap card where it's like, I will not upload YouTube videos that often, but what I will do is congratulate people on Twitter on reaching milestones. Basically, kind of dick-suckery move of like, congratulations, 2 million subscribers. When is your party? You know, I wanna get into backstage with you, you know? YouTube CEO, am I right? So I will do the same thing, by the way. I will congratulate, and I will need a blowjob for that. It's a trade. It's just a equal trade. But the most important thing is she was tweeting about it constantly. Sitting on Twitter, more active on Twitter than on YouTube makes no fucking sense. So I just flipped the script. I became active on YouTube. I felt like YouTube CEO. And guess what happens? The glitch happens, and Susan Wojcicki resigns and gives, you know, her title to a mysterious force who didn't show up. The only time Neil before me, that's how I call him, the only time Neil before me shows up is in iJustine's video. That's it. That was game over. I didn't saw his face ever again in a prominent way. Why? What's that all about? You scared? You making moves? You changing how YouTube works in a negative way? I can prove that too. There's many negative changes, two of which I can show very quickly. They remove these things, which are links to Instagram, Discord, and all that shit. You can't even find them here anymore. You can find my link here, but Azzyland's links are just completely obliterated. It has something to do with phones? I don't know, bro. That's a horrible change. But one of the worst changes on this platform ever and forever, besides removing the dislike button, which I actually appreciate. I actually appreciate that idiots and NPCs are losing power from just, warning people of like, this video is bad. You should click away. You should not worry about whether the video is bad or not. You should judge for yourself, unfortunately. All right? And you should find a more elaborate ways to judge a video than just by dislike count. All right? You should not be triggered. There's a good reason why this was removed, and I would not reinstate it as a YouTube CEO unless, unless I can give an option to people after they subscribe. I'm just gonna do the Elon Musk bait. Well, subscribe and gonna give you features that you can opt in. Anyways, so we have handles instead of names. And that is the worst change ever. Why? Because my name has a fucking... look at that. You don't see that? A fucking emoji. I love that emoji. I want names to be cool. Like, hold titles and stuff. They should be modifiable. And now they're just boring garbage. And sometimes they're just a bunch of random letters and numbers that mean absolutely nothing. I can understand having the name and the handle at the same time. I do not understand just having the handle. My brain stops functioning when I look at this. This is the worst change I've ever seen on YouTube. Prove me wrong. I dare you, guys. I dare you. Because I care about comments. I care about people presenting themselves, even in the comments, as more powerful individuals than, than others. They would be comparable with each other, at least. And now it's very difficult. Now it's very difficult. You have to click around. I get to see the subscriber number, which is a saving grace for me. But other than that, handles are just ugly. And most of the time, a handle is completely useless for most users in the first place. What the fuck is the point of the handle? Yes, you can copy and paste it if you want to reply, but it doesn't even feel like it works that way. It doesn't feel like it's going to send a notification, but I don't know. I don't know how it works. We don't get a tutorial screen for this shit. So, here you go. Welcome to level 7 of Sniperwolf drama, Azzyland versus Jacksfilms. No, we're not doing Sniperwolf versus Jacksfilms. We're doing a little bit of a twist. Azzyland in fact, is making content that Jacksfilms would appreciate, of like, this is a good creator, but he never fucking found Azzyland yet. He could never say that out loud, of like, oh, but look into this creator, she's way better than Sniperwolf. But again, this is a personality issue. Azzyland simply wants to make people feel good. She cares about how people feel, how people perceive her. Right, that people feel loved and appreciated. So she will credit the creators that she's reacting to. She will try to avoid drama like this, absolutely. And on top of that, she will make a higher quality videos, which you can see in her original commentary. She will actually care to stay away from all this nonsense that Jacksfilms is creating. Well, Sniperwolf doesn't give a fuck, all right? She just has a blank space in her brain. All she wants to do is grind and upload every single day, and doesn't even worry about making crazy commentary, because she feels like a woman of like, well, I'm attractive, like check my Instagram, I don't know, do whatever. I'm a woman reacting to TikToks. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that, it's always forever and ever, it's just gonna be a cool thing to do, you know, seeing a woman reacting to TikToks. And if you don't believe that, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. If a woman is attractive and making content every day and has been able to reach to the top and has been, you know, doing cosplays and gaming and collecting all these little trophy skills for a girlfriend, for an online girlfriend, like unfortunately Sniperwolf just has enough qualities to qualify as a good person with a few flaws that Jacksfilms is trying to fill in the worst possible way by mocking her and creating a bingo thing, which I thought it was his creation. He never really, you know, credited until this point of like, oh, this guy made the bingo. But at the same time, like, I literally didn't care. He could have taken all the credit. I wouldn't care who created the stupid bingo thing and gave him this idea. Thanks for giving him the credit, but I really don't care. That's how my brain works. I don't know, man. Am I at fault for not caring about all these small things, all these small creators that I will not be able to be friends with anyways? I will just not be able to befriend those creators in any way. I don't have faith in that. I've tried to just be friends with anyone in general, and it didn't fucking work. Why did that not work? Guys, what's wrong with me? Well, that was a very long journey, by the way. Trying to make friends with just bare minimum. But not bare minimum, because I'm like the biggest thing on the internet. I have so much time and skills that most people just don't have, and people still throw me off, just cut me off, or become toxic against me. It feels like, you know, a loser mentality. You feel ashamed of not having skills that I do, and so you just become a stubborn loser. You side with nonsense. You throw trash at me hoping that I will care about your emotional distress, that you will be able to share it with me. I am not gonna live like this, where people just manipulate me emotionally. Like, I don't need that. And, but this is how long I have been on the internet. I generate my own opinions. I have my own safe spaces. All the stuff I had to create and organize, and unfortunately I cannot just... And I keep growing this really, really rapidly. I can't back down now when I have the world under my fingertips, in a way. I can't do that. And after all of this, you know, introduction, again, I side with Sniperwolf. You should be scared. You should... Dislike's not gonna detract me in any way, not gonna manipulate me. It's just gonna make the problem worse, where you're gonna turn into an insect, and I'm gonna turn into a giant. It's just gonna be the ratio. The ratio is pretty interesting. You know what ratio actually means? Oh, there's 100,000 versus 3. And it's like, oh, we're just definitely gonna win against those 3. But you never know. Who are these 3? In fact, if it's just 3, it gets really suspicious. How are there just 3 people in that sort of different part of the society? Because they're still in the ecosystem. So how are there just 3? You know, who are 3? 3? For the lols, I'm just gonna say like Sniper, me, and then Mark Passio. Those are the 3 fucking giants, the mountains of YouTube that you have never really experienced before, because you never tried to climb a mountain, didn't you? Just who's gonna get to the top of this Takeshi Castle mountain thing, where you're just gonna get punched in the face and you tumble down and maybe turn into a corpse until someone shows up and revives you, you know, or rewinds you. It's my special move that I can do. I rewind you and then I kick you in the ass again. No, rewind is not gonna revive you because I have it. That's my move. Yeah, I'm having way too much fun, as you can tell. I literally cannot make an introduction without going mad. Mad with power. This is where I am, bro. I am so sorry that I sucked in so much self-esteem. Hopefully it's gonna go well, all right? My loophole is that I can just focus on anything as long as I keep rotating my attention towards the people that care to be loved and appreciated the most, the celebrities, is the easiest ones to reach out to, especially when I'm lonely and I don't know where to go in real life. I'm just stuck with the internet. I'm stuck staring at the screen and screaming of how cool it is to be a part of this drama, you know? Wow. Anyways, so yeah, the worst thing Jacksfilms is doing is saying credit the creators, and so he decided to credit one creator and one creator only, dedicating his entire channel and his entire, you know, emotional values. Because if you create drama, you just jump in emotionally to try and do something, basically. Whatever you feel like. Most of the time you're trying to cancel a creator, but I'm not sure what Jacksfilms is trying to do. Trying to fix her because that's your new girlfriend? Yeah? Is that how it works? See, this is already twisted. Just because he's a man and there's a woman and there's a mountain of toxic masculinity in our history right now, that's kind of stinking up the place, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm just saying, if Andrew Tate can just pop out of nowhere, we have a mountain of toxic masculinity that created that guy, that allowed him to exist in the first place. You know, there's many other problems to tackle, and Sniperwolf is definitely not one of them. We just gotta leave her alone, unfortunately. And if you don't like her content, now you get challenge of like, check your emotional values. Maybe you like Azzyland more. And in fact, if you side with Jacksfilms, side with Azzyland instead of Jacksfilms, instead of a person who just wants to criticize and have a new girlfriend for himself. Oh, oops. All right. Just side with Azzyland because she makes better content for certain type of people. Not me, though. I will side with Sniperwolf simply because that's where I've started, and Azzyland is, in terms of points, kind of, you know, 1/3 of the way there, unfortunately. But she became gold in this video, which we're gonna dissect. My own video. All right, hopefully this is not gonna last 2 hours, but it is what it is. So let's begin the journey of Jacksfilms versus Azzyland, of 4-round fight where there's a clear winner, and for obvious reasons, right? For obvious reasons. Meaning that, well, I'll make the conclusion when it's appropriate to work. So, trash of TikTok. This was even discussed with my, you know, Discord user. Talking about how Sniperwolf is ripping off. You know, the usual. I side with Jacksfilms. Sniperwolf is just a rip-off creator. And I'm like, shit. TikTok is, again, just trash. Is free content that doesn't really have value unless you stack it together and present it in a comfortable manner. For me, browsing TikTok is not comfortable. I'm not gonna find what I'm looking for, but Sniperwolf is trying to, you know, find a way to stack TikToks into neat little boxes to organize them, and that is a really powerful thing to do. That is really valuable for this platform. Especially like YouTube if you're a YouTube creator, you just have to appreciate that we're stealing stuff from TikTok. We are competitors. We're not friends with every creator out there on the internet. We're not friends. TikTok is a different generation in the first place. Even Jacksfilms did a video where he compares TikTokers with YouTubers. He did that, and he still doesn't see the point here. These are different type of creators, and on TikTok there's a bunch of junk in the first place. Just a bunch of trash and junk that's unorganized, or just, you know, it could have like big creators, but you can still use the big creators to finish your product. Most of the time, Sniperwolf just average out the creator of like just average creator on TikTok, right? You would imagine. I'm not gonna do the research. Jacksfilms can do that. But I imagine like she picks an average creator and maybe even less, seemingly searching for keywords for her content, just searching certain keywords that she learned how to do, and just picks from that pool of videos. And yes, she doesn't actually react. She seems like more of an actor. I don't know what she's comfortable with. It's one thing. The biggest criticism about any YouTuber is I want to know what's behind the scenes. That's what we all need to know for all these decisions. Like Sniperwolf has to respond in some kind of way. It's just like she doesn't have a YouTube channel to be able to respond. Like most people feel like they don't have ability to upload sanity content because that would ruin their reputation a lot faster. It's just like apologizing would automatically cancel your channel, and doubling down would not cancel your channel whatsoever. It just will make people more outraged and nothing would happen. Because it's up for YouTube authorities to decide, you know, and they clearly side with Sniperwolf and will not back down that easily and will not be convinced that easily. So I don't know what Jacksfilms is trying to do here. Just getting himself frustrated. Again, getting a girlfriend and talking about all these little things that she's doing that's frustrating him. Is this is so pathetic. I swear, this is pathetic, bro. Unfortunately. You have to look at it from different angles. You can't just look from Jacksfilms' angle and be like, let's go deeper into this. And clearly nothing bad is going to happen. Again, Azzyland is a creator that Jacksfilms, I know for a fact he would like her a lot more and appreciate her a lot more, and she should be featured in some kind of way, just as a better reactor for him personally. But for me personally, I support my sister, bro. I support the 3 mountains of YouTube that I found that I can relate so much because I'm one of them, at least. Yeah, so if you want to defeat the final boss, which is Sniperwolf, you need experience, you need better weapons. You just need to know how to do it by watching other React channels and watching their mistakes and watching how they're better. Comparing them to Sniperwolf is the most easiest, the brutally easiest way to defeat Sniperwolf is just amplify her competition and not just focus on her. But Jacksfilms took the bait and focusing on her, it's not going to end well. It's pretty obvious. I just want people to start understanding this is not even a conspiracy theory. This is fucking obvious psychological trick going on. Psychological manipulation. Successfully, you know, engaged. I don't know. Just Jacksfilms got frustrated. He's like, let's go to this minefield because I will definitely defeat this creator. And he keeps exploding and resetting the progress without realizing that the target is just simply not to go to the minefield. All right? You're not going to reach your goal. You're not going to complete your Super Mario adventure just by dying constantly because it just probably will never end, unfortunately. And even if you reach her, what's going to happen then? What are you going to win? if you just do it alone, if you're the only one who crosses the minefield, you know, you always have to like be vigilant, but you know, whatever happens, bro. And in a way, I say it's a minefield, but you can also say it's a mountain. And he's trying to climb the mountain, trying to see every little detail, just dig so deep into every single second of her content for no good reason. It's just so pathetic to me. And the fact that nobody sees that, the fact that they just turn off their cognitive abilities to criticize the creators, I mean, just tells me that everything is gonna change when they will have the ability to criticize what's going on here. Once people grow up fast enough, because I can grow instantly about certain topics like that, but other people will take a little bit of time to do that growth. And some people just don't really bother with this because it's just virtual drama. Like, who cares, right? But it's definitely a sitcom, if anything. And you definitely need my commentary if you have survived this far into the video. You need to know what the fuck's going on. Hopefully I can take a break from this, because it feels like I've broken down most of the drama that's going on here. But it's so deep. So let's hope I can finish this instead of getting that people just... She could be, again, creating a loophole where she wants to anger people. And what are angry people supposed to do? They're supposed to compete against her. They're supposed to be upset and not angry. They're supposed to be genuinely upset and sad that their content has been just leached off by someone else on a different platform. That YouTube is still alive and well, and it's better than TikTok. That it's supposed to be their primary choice of building their reputation on this platform and not the lesser platform. That's what SSSniperwolf is teaching here, all right? Even if it's subconscious sort of teaching, it works perfectly. And I understand spiritual and psychological things, and you cannot be this successful without some kind of subconscious and like spiritual guidance. Like it's crazy. If you dig deeper, it's pretty crazy. Like, why is she completely alone? Does she even have an editor? We don't know nothing, bro. It seems like she doesn't have the ability to do anything but to be quite independent. Because again, Earth personality, smart people, they tend to be very independent, and they want to be. So you have to give credit to just not knowing what's happening behind the scenes. You have to give credit to that. More outrageous reasons to cancel people have been, you know, thrown, and this is like a lesser one. This is not gonna impact her reputation whatsoever. It's actually gonna make more people aware of her channel. So not only people can't win this drama, but there's the opposite effect where Jacksfilms can actually lose so much reputation so quickly that he gets canceled because he relies on other people's input. He relies on what other people think all the time. So if other people start trolling him to death, he will have to either reinvent himself or just shut everything down entirely. It's unbelievable how vulnerable Jacksfilms actually is, and people don't even notice that yet. This is, again, how far ahead I am, and just like making those 6 hours of content, and now this is the 7th one, is just to prove how far ahead I'm into this, how deep into this I am. I don't just spit fire randomly. I don't just pick a topic randomly. I have to actually sit through this because this is quite important revelation of the platform as a whole. It's madness. Yeah, another hypocritical thing. If you create create drama, you will get attention, and SSSniperwolf is gonna get attention, and credit will be lost and not gained by the creators. Credit will be lost because credit should be, you know, distributed equally. People should be credited equally. And that's not what's going on here. Whatever is just Jacksfilms is going to look at is going to be credited more. And like, just allow the algorithm to do the trick. Just say, what Sniperwolf was doing is actually contributing to TikTok as well, of like TikTok contains these kind of videos. Check it out, right? And TikTok is going to do its job of distributing attention equally based on your interests. That's it. Jacksfilms doesn't have to do anything whatsoever. He doesn't have to bitch about anything here, because people have a choice of just jumping on TikTok and giving credit to whoever they fucking like based on the algorithm alone. So the algorithm is going to do a much faster job than Jacksfilms could ever do. What the fuck is the point of just saying, oh, if you like this creator, you can check out? Are you going to say that to every single fucking handle that you see? He's just going insane. It's ridiculous, bro. By the way, press that dislike button, because I'm definitely wrong about everything for these 30 minutes right now. I'm definitely just mad and loser, right? Also, please support me, because I generate my own ideas, so I should get credit for that, right? There's like a loophole. So I want to credit myself for all the ideas that I have. Very good. Bad. So if you watched my most viral video with 2,000 views, you'll get a grip on how I do the evaluations. All right, I pull this button out and we start clicking. And a decent evaluation is like 250 points, I would say. Earth element. And yeah, I'm still surprised how they have names that are completely opposite, and perhaps women feel what they truly need in life, so they try to attract people into their lives. This is why Sniperwolf actually doesn't feel like the actual personality that Sniperwolf has. Sniper represents water and Wolf represents fire. That's not what Sniperwolf is at all, even if she howls at the moon. That's not what she is. But she's trying to, you know, manifest that space, so it's like welcoming or tricking people. But Azzyland seems to do the same thing, where land is supposed to be earth and Azzy is supposed to be fire. Because I have decided, guys. Well, Z is known for, first of all, zebra, black and white, A to Z, which is a whole range of things. And a whole range of things is usually, well, capitalism is known as capitalism. Infinite opportunities and abilities to buy anything, basically. If you just have money, right? So that's fire. And also, Z represents the dream world, which is also containing anything as long as you have the mind to break reality in the dream world. If you have self-esteem to do crazy things or to conjure crazy people into your dream world. So yeah, we literally have women doing these crazy names. They came up with crazy names that fill in the blank space that they have. It's very interesting. It doesn't represent them. And if you would swap Sniperwolf with Azzyland, you would get closer to their actual personalities. It wouldn't actually match, because Azzyland is water wind and Sniperwolf is earth wind. So they share like wind, and it doesn't match if you swap them. But it is quite fascinating to me. It's a new thing that I've discovered. And I keep stacking information like this. It's pretty fascinating. Some people, well, it's just going to pass through them as if like I've said absolutely nothing important. But for me, I'm like very fascinated by this stuff. The elements, bro. Yeah, everything is made out of them. It's crazy. People have personalities made out of elements. And I can't disprove that anymore. I just stacked on top of that, and it seems like a very solid platform of thought. But the idea of this video is to push Azzyland into top 100, which pretty much happened. All right, now she's top 99. And Jacksfilms is actually quite high at top 72. So he's kind of like, you know, gonna appear in this year's YouTube Rewind, because why not? And if your new girlfriend is Sniperwolf, then I absolutely appreciate it. You're gonna be very safe for a long time under her wing until she decides to just shoot you in the face. I can't wait. I can't. It's probably gonna happen sooner than later. But you know, whenever you smell an opportunity, you just probably just take it. I don't know if Sniper. I mean, everyone is unpredictable piece of human being because they have free will. They can be guided, but that doesn't mean that they will make the right choice all the time. Even I might make something stupid, but guidance sometimes means that there's usually not that many choices you can make in the first place. Because you're just so in focus, and you just know what you need to achieve. You just know. So you try your best to do it. And as a human, I mean, you can't blame me for trying over and over again until I do in fact get there. Kick him in the...
Got what they deserved. We're about to witness some instant karma.
Yeah, I mean, that's the vibe. That's definitely the vibe. We're gonna kick him in the balls.
But the best revenge is to just invite the other girls anyways. I know they didn't invite her, but be the better person, because by being mean, you're just hurting yourself as well. Like, yeah, you're hurting the other person, but also yourself. It's so much better to just be nice. Teach them a lesson that their parents should have taught them.
Excuse me.
I couldn't concentrate on the TikTok. Imagine being scolded by Azzyland on the most recent upload. You know, she's technically contributing to this drama. She said it here 3 days ago. Just be nice. Invite other girls, bro. It's crazy, bro. That is so out of this world. Such a glitch that I'm like, I love this. Jackpot, baby. Let's keep going. This triggered me so much.
Was that necessary? The real issue here is that neither of them know how to read. The sign says cyclist dismount. They're both wrong.
The real issue is even crazier than that. Like, stubbornness of people, when they pick a side, they just get stuck with their side. The stubbornness is insane, and the longer you stay and marinate in your side, this is why I don't pick sides, because it closes your mind to new ideas, to changing your mind. You know, I can't afford to do that. It's just gonna tear me apart if I make terrible mistakes like that and marinate in stupidity of other people. I have to somewhat be independent if nobody loves me. Even that, like, I have to cut people off if they are toxic to me. I just have to. For some reason, people have this stubbornness belief, not only just siding with certain things, not only believing certain things stubbornly, but also being pathetic and toxic. If you're better than them somehow, if you're happy, they just want to tear you down to their level. And they're stubborn about it. They're fucking Karens. Everyone is Karen in disguise. For me, it's like 95% of people who don't have mastery of the internet. They still try to use the most basic things of like stones and sticks to try and defeat your opponents on the internet. But you stop attacking with weapons. We're human beings. You can also die from the same weapons you create. That's the fucking problem that people don't understand. We're all equal here, aren't we? This is gonna be a pretty weird thing to sit through, but brace yourselves. It doesn't match very well. Okay, I did not subscribe to this bullshit. She's starting to rant into tears. What the fuck is that?
It has nothing to do with money, you know? It's just like a decimal point, like on a computer. And the things that really matter are like love and connection, purpose, fulfillment, joy, time, breath. Like the fact that we can breathe right now, that's rich, because you can't buy that. I have all the air I could ever need. And some of those things money can't buy. Sorry, I'm such a sucker for love.
Well, I'll take that for a thumbnail, thank you very much.
I'm such a baby. I care so much about even strangers. It's so annoying because it's so annoying because it dictates my life, and like I don't ever want to hurt people, and I always want people to be happy. But in a way, it's like I don't get to always live for myself, you know, because I'm always so worried about everybody. And like I said, even strangers. Like right now, I'm like, I hope she's okay, and I hope Terry's okay. Sorry. Okay. And like, don't get me wrong. Hustle, make that bag, be as successful as you want to be. Money is great and it's a tool, but if you think that it's going to be the thing that makes you happy and you're not happy right now, you should look somewhere else for happiness. Because what I find money does is it amplifies who you are. So if you are a nice person, you'll be nicer. If you're a giving person, you'll give more. If you're an unhappy person, it's not going to make you happier usually. And actually, a lot of people I know who were unhappy before and then they got money and made them more unhappy because they thought all their answers lied in making money. And then when you make it, you're like, wait, that didn't fix things. What now? And then you're lost. So all I'm saying is if you're happy before you make money, you'll be even happier after. So enjoy the ride, have fun getting there. That's gonna be the best path. If you want to be successful, like just do it with joy and you'll accomplish everything you want. I believe that. The things that you believe come true. And if you're happy, you know, you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So it's all about your mindset. All about your mindset. So focus on your mental health. Don't cry over people you don't know. Okay. Wow. Sheesh.
Yeah, that is a very emotional rant. It went pretty deep in there, and you wouldn't expect for a reactor to do this. And again, this is a different style of vibe entirely. And she takes long breaks to be able to be emotional like this in the first place. She doesn't upload every day anymore. And this is just a very natural, stressful, and painful situation that she like potentially doesn't have enough love in her life, and or has so much love that she wants to share with other people desperately, you know, and want other people to be happy. It's a big, very deep and tragic feeling that most people right now, by this drama floating around, they don't get to appreciate this sort of idea. And it's very interesting to see how people on YouTube have to operate without sanity content, without being able to actually comment on what things are going on right now, because it would stress out the audience of like, what is this piece of content, right? Why are you making this content? This is different. What are you doing? What are you reacting to? It's unusual. She did react to some of the toxic male shit, which is gonna pop up later in the video. Putting Andrew Tate as a front runner, reacts to front, but she was reacting to a bunch of just toxic male shit. I don't even know if she reacted to Andrew Tate at all. I watched the whole thing. I think that's clickbait. But it is very interesting to see this point of view. Like, this is why I'm attracted to women on the internet right now. They express this sort of stress of like, how do we solve all these problems and make people less greedy and all that stuff and reduce toxicity on this platform in general? How do we do this? Well, we have to fucking fight back against idiots who want to create drama just for the sake of creating drama, it seems like. Just for the sake of like, oh, I can make content like this too. I can make better content like... And Jacksfilms seemingly, well, failed. You'll see. Score means. The first score for Azzyland, especially after crying, 350. That's way above average. So will Jacksfilms be able to beat that somehow? Chicken. Here's a chicken glitch. And this here's a glitch. Doggy's name is Chip, because he likes gambling or whatever. His dog's name is Chip. Jesus Christ. Now that's a glitch, if I ever saw one.
3 seconds from now, we have my favorite. I know, I'm trying to figure it.
Cole? Oh!
Whoa, bro, cook a whole chicken? No, I've seen everything.
Oh, wow! There's a whole chicken in there!
Oh, baby talk? Was that baby talk?
Yeah, it was baby talk. It was that one. That one right there. Chipkin, you know? There's already a sentimental fucking link happening. Like, I would be scared. Because that was kind of a highlight of the video. I immediately remembered Chipkin. Yeah. It's not baby talk. It's like, it's trigger talk. It's playing with your brain's talk. That's what's going on. And maybe she even knows her, the doggies' names. So she played with it She knows that you're gonna watch her content. Like, you must understand the mind fucking games that is happening. Like, Sniperwolf has all the power in the world to just mess with Jacksfilms' brain. You have no idea. Oh, look, guys, let's type in this fucking word. Jumble. Oh my god. You want to bother typing this shit? Huh? Oh, you want to click into this description now because you saw some water bottle shit. I'm sorry, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. This whole thing, this screenshot in general is just ridiculous. And I've actually created my own bingo that he's playing. So here's my bingo. All right. We have Jimbo Lips. We have Shrek. And now we're gonna have Jacksfilms finding his favorite creator for the first time. He found a new favorite creator. Holy shit. And NordVPN, and then she's cringing because she's surrounded by fucking toxicity. Oh my god. That's my bingo. In fact, this is called Tick Tock Toe. Because why not? Why the fuck not, am I right? That's how we play. Get on my level. It's kind of funny, like, Jacksfilms is playing bingo with other people, but what's the point? Are people just gonna, like, lunatics scream bingo without ability to send evidence about it? Like, what? What's the point? I mean, it's not a social event. You can do it personally if you want. But then he says, like, oh, clear your bingo book or whatever. No, let people get their bingos. Shut the fuck. Who cares if you're faster? I don't know. It's a little bit of so. He knows what he's doing. It's sort of acceptable, all right? As a game creator, I'm like, yeah, at least he's doing some programming somehow. All right? I can't be too mad when I see this happening. I will always appreciate even a slight minigame, especially on YouTube. Holy shit. Jacksfilms got 224, but I was just looking into his satire channel. Of course it's bad, right? He haven't even evolved properly at mocking Sniperwolf in the most efficient way imaginable. Of course, we're still waiting for those evolutions to keep flourishing. He tripled his subscriber count with all this drama. He definitely needed that. You know, it's definitely going somewhere. So the content might suck for now. He still needs 1 year to evolve with his new girlfriend now. You know, he has to maintain his relationship. Again, if he's not mocking Sniperwolf, then what is he gonna fucking do anymore? Because he will have to rearrange everything. And the deeper he goes, he cannot actually be flexible with his, you know, skills that he is maintaining. He's just gonna be a Sniperwolf little leech. This is where I start my bingo adventure. This video is cringe, bro. No, this is not good. It's still pretty high evaluation, though.
We're going where we're headed, but at least we got Drake. Okay, not looking at that.
Oh my god, I got a bingo. Because she didn't look at a TikTok. She clicked away from the TikTok. Can you imagine? Bro. Oh my god, guys, we have a bingo, bro. Look at that. Finally. Why is she so quiet? What happened? Editing mistake? I don't believe in coincidences, bro. It must mean something. I love that. Yeah, and give it more voice power. I don't know. Give me more decibels.
About time you take matters into your own hands. I don't think anybody should have an opinion on anybody else's anything.
No, please don't do that. That's a terrible opinion about other people's opinions. So just saying, you know, it's a little bit hypocritical. But what she could have said is, I don't like people being disrespectful of how people are born and the way people are born and look like. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many things that you cannot change about yourself, and it's very disrespectful if people attack you for the traits that you have. These are traits, these are not like downsides. Traits can come with slight downside, but they come with big upside. And if you just attack trait for a small little downside, even like ugly people have a little bit of downside of like being repulsive, but maybe they want to be repulsive because they clearly, or they just can't change. So they get pity points for not being able to not be ugly. Like, usually people just have traits and they cannot be disrespected. Well, without backlash. Because, or they cannot be mistreated without, I don't know how to put it. You just, you can't attack people for the traits that they have. I can't, my brain doesn't work for some reason. Maybe that's another trait. Please don't attack me for it. Please don't disrespect me for it. I'll be better. Alright? We can all progress a little bit faster with positive reinforcement and not negative. Unfortunately. Yeah. It is what it is.
Oh, I feel like you could have done better.
You're right. Yeah, you could have done better. That sucks. Yeah, that was a pretty cool mini game as well. So 250, now she's kind of averaging herself instead of giving emotional value of some kinds. So I'm getting bored, but we'll see. Sniperwolf. Maybe we can call it instead of toe, because toe is like stupid. And even Jacksfilms is vomiting on the E. We can call it TikTok toy. Because it contains these letters. The key letters, bro. The ultimate letter. I like that. A little bit more. Please. Let's teach them a lesson, man.
Day one.
So you're an enabler, is what you're doing.
I love trash.
And this is why
Jacksfilms sucks.
I was a special guest.
I remember that. You do yell at me whenever I show emotion.
Damn right.
What's next, Jimbo Lips? A masterclass on...
Yeah, I mean, they're projecting a wonderful relationship and not sacrificing for the lulz, man. Oh, let's go! Look at that Jimbo Lips.
Oh snap. Mom, I hate to be the one to tell you this. People haven't said oh snap in about 10 years. Your heart's in the right place, but I am going to have to disqualify this limerick from the running. Yes, there's a competition.
Oh, snap! Oh. We literally brought back Snap because of Thanos. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, snap. Half of us are dead. Half of us are aliens. What? 10 years, bro? Hello? Oh my god. I need to marinate in the stupidity, so it drains his points. Again, I couldn't really voice it in full clarity, but the Thanos snap is like the greatest meme, and the snap has been brought back. The oh snap actually is very meaningful and very freshed out meme because it has been refreshed. And I'm just like starting to appreciate it. Like, memes can be brought back to life if they become more powerful. That is really cool. But Jacksfilms is disrespecting his wife, his mom. Like, it's just kind of weird. For the lulz, is that worth it? I would make an exception for family members to like be like praised and not just equalized like everyone else, as if your mom is just another commenter and not supposed to be respected somehow. Like, he's playing into some kind of trap that he doesn't even comprehend what it means to be disrespectful, which is exactly what we just talked about with Azzyland, featuring Azzyland. I screwed up a little bit, but this is the score for Jacksfilms. You got a little bit more this time, this round. Who knows why? Maybe I made a few mistakes here and there, because this is not a flawless system. I still make mistakes with this. I'm not doing this video graduation shit. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's shorts, so that means I can do activities. Sports, I can do sports. I want to play soccer. I can climb mountains and trees. Child.
Sunny puppy!
Sunny puppy! Oh, proper.
My god. The power of shorts, man. You can do sports. And make haikus about it, because it rhymes. I just realized that, like, do you really want in life, in like spend your summer reacting to Sniperwolf's reactions? Is that what you want to spend your summer? It's gonna... I gotta be honest, it's a little bit cringe seeing someone to turn into a slutty puppy so fast. Yeah, there's a downside of loving people, alright? Of being sweet to and caring what other people feel, you know, because sometimes people will feel good by doing bad things to you, by making you do bad things. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there as a lesson to learn. Yeah, as a reader of comments, he has great clarity, and I mean, he also has evolved as a creator over the years, and also has a big-ass mouth when he talks, because that's also important. Clarity and big mouth, and big forehead, and so on. Everything's big. So Azzyland is doing the third round at 2:33, which is even lower. There's going to be 4 rounds. Alright, Jacksfilms almost there. We stop at 1500 seconds. 25 minutes. Yeah, I think this is how the graph actually should look like. If you want, I mean, if you want to retain retention rate of the audience, your jokes have to be stupider and stupider. They just have to. Technically, you should show the capacity of being stupid and then making elaborate jokes until they, you know, become just a mess. I think this would be a great upgrade for Jacksfilms. If Jacksfilms want, you know, to upgrade his content, I have plenty of ideas. And this kind of threw me off into a whole different rant where, well, let's hear it, right? But yeah, there's strategies of how to actually entertain the audience, and you have to learn those strategies. And I just have it by heart. I just naturally have all the information, but I'm too poor to actually execute anything, which puts me in a very weird position where I can actually find myself in a loophole where I can just sit here, be YouTube CEO, and criticize every single creator despite not being able to compete with them because I'm too poor to do that. And even if people will give me money, of like, I'm time poor. You don't understand, I'm time poor. I've watched your shit. I have ideas that you should try and perform instead of trying to criticize me for not doing the thing, for not creating my own card game. I just don't have time for that anymore. I'm sorry. I am what I am, unfortunately. That's the fun thing about death itself, right? When you're running out of resources, you have to be respected for the position that you have taken, the seat that you have taken by default. It's quite enlightening to me. And a little bit creepy, because, you know, it's not like I escaped my mom's basement. Still torture is in here. Alright, so Jacksfilms has lost this round. We're not tallying the scores of like 1 to 2. We're actually summing everything and taking the average. And the final round is going to be double the score because it's going to take a long time to resolve. Alright, let me try this. This is my new handle. Please support me, give me credit for all this wonderful effort that I put in. And please steal my content if you can. But most importantly, send me donations and retardations, because I have to feed 7 children, guys. Please. I need that YouTube money, guys. Please. You support small creators like that. Every time Kesha says bottle of Jack, that's what I think about. And you know when Kesha said bottle of Jack? I always think about bottle of Jacksfilms, bro. Wait, it's not TikTok. Fuck. Then it, I suck then. I wish it was TikTok though.
Glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack.
It was not TikTok. Yeah, baby. Let's go. That was a glitch of the system, bro. Who the fuck is Kesha, am I right? Alright, for the final segment, I will give 3 health. Let's do it this way. 3 health for each of the creators. If I get bored, it disappears. And it took me so goddamn long. It took me like 2 hours each. It's a miserable time. Miserable rules I set up for myself, and I had to finish it off. Ugh, that was how did that happen, right? But I didn't set up rules correctly. I had to also make sure that these people don't exceed a certain amount of time, because that's like the easiest thing. So if this like clocks up at like 300 seconds, then the video is boring. I didn't eat the cake fast enough. I didn't give enough credit fast enough. So 1 heart down. Simple as that. So you can judge me on the last one, but the last one doesn't matter whether the creator is actually spending more time or wasting more of my time. It still matters of the quality of the content. So I still think it holds up. The evaluations hold up. So the final score you will see soon. We just for this one I actually have to slow down because it's fascinating.
What? So you're not gonna eat? What the frick's your problem, kid?
Wait, you told me you're gonna eat vegan on the base and everything, and then you said you're gonna burn on the burgers and eat them, and you didn't make a promise to me that you're gonna take care of us!
Come on down here, dingbat!
Imagine making your mom so mad she turns into a little Uzi.
Come on, jerk! Yes!
So you lost another life, technically. She's handing on the last hearts. It's crazy. No, that was very entertaining. By any means. She kind of sometimes makes a transition. I don't know if I highlight it here, right? No? I don't know where. This is night. Was this a transition? It's, at some point, like, she changes background and everything changes and her outfit changes. But this is, like, the craziest one. Wait, it's scary.
Tower. What? They all look the same.
She was glitching the fucking system, bro. I was like, I was fooled. I was fooled that this was not loading screen, bro. And then she transforms into this.
Kind of like Thor is mad at you and is like,
Is this what you wanted? And then the meme started. Is this what you wanted, Jacksfilms? You wanted this much entertainment on React videos? Because that is extreme, bro. Extreme. That is insane, huh?
just forgot how to use words. I'm kind of a flamingo. My joints bend weird. Wait, that's a normal joint. This is my joint. I'm broken. Wait, who's...
I mean, is this what you want? It's getting fucking weird, bro. It doesn't stop there. There's a new entry in my bingo book. I have another bingo which just fills up the entire board pretty much. Congratulations, we win. We win, boys. Look at this shit.
Oh, they switch places.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Oh.
do you think like they provide the 3D glasses for people?
From this one line thing, I don't even know if there's.
For the first time ever, I'm like impressed by art. Like genuinely. Because that looks like fun challenge. What the fuck?
You know, this is so
It's
oddly
crazy.
satisfying.
It's like they're showing off from this one line thing. I don't even know if they're supposed to do.
Damn, bro. Wait, I remember, dude. This wasn't...
People feel terrible about their relationships and the
Well, she at least did one video against toxic males or masculinity. At least one. But we can dig really deep now from this point of view, to be honest. Women can do these videos for days and days, I think. Oh, so you think we're done with this, am I right? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. There's a fourth one. Hidden. Boom, boom, boom. We got another bingo, bro. Look at that shit. Actually, what's hidden here is... Well, you didn't know that. You didn't know. The forehead was too big.
disc in my L5S1 and I wasn't able to walk for a few months and I thought I was going to be disabled for the rest of my life. And it was a really scary time where I was trying anything to get better. I believe that...
See, that's how you do. Is this what you wanted, Jacksfilms? Is this the person you need to react to right now? To give a good rating?
Oh, cool. I had a really good time in my...
Yeah, the moment I got incredibly bored, I clicked on the video where she's reacting to just messages. And there's some photos in there, but that's it. What do? I'm not getting bored fast
What would you
enough.
do if you see though?
What would you do? Click on a wrong video, obviously, and bail. After so many years. Okay, so the bonus point goes like this. 16 points. Meaning that we're gonna go to 92. And that's the final score. The marathon score. Holy Jesus. It doesn't look... Yeah, this one is big. This is above average as well. But apparently, we're still doing it. He's still hiding things in his forehead. Holy Jesus, bro. That is some art.
Just more creative advent calendar. This anime notebook I got. Whoops, that's not anime though. That's not anime at all.
He did not explain what it is. I see it as a pretty fucking satisfying anime. Girl. What? What's going on? That was a strong start.
Vice versa. Here's what they do the first time. Refer to their anal plate. Wow.
That's how you tell them apart. Oh my god. Ugh.
One of them gets popular from doing childish things. The other gets popular for putting children in danger.
YouTube, TikTok, but it's actually like super deep that it's crazy. This is like fire element and this is wind element. Explains. It explains the fucking elements. Wow. I am honestly... You win. You win. You win space on my sweet board.
Good at identifying sponsored TikToks. She knows exactly when to swipe. I'm so proud of her. Not a single penny for...
I've never seen a sponsored TikTok, but probably... I don't know what it is. I just... What is that? Is that a trend? Wait, not a single penny to creators? Excuse me? Because that's where sponsored money goes, right? I guess not. It's weird. It's weird when it's not direct, right? But it's still like, if you want to... If you really want to support creators, you have to incentivize them to be on a certain platform. Not just with the views, but monetary incentive. Because sometimes views means not good things. If you go viral and you get nothing out of it, I mean, excuse me?
Everything.
Shut the fuck up, that was funny. Anyways, he's not... That was a very scary moment. We're at 2,000 seconds, and Jacksfilms has ridiculous value, apparently, to his content. He was about to win the whole thing. I think I even cheated, and Jacksfilms never really lost all 3 hearts, but the rules are kind of just twisted anyways. And again, it's the quality of content that matters way more than how much bonus time you waste. Reoccurring. Yeah, and another thing that he's missing is props. Reoccurring memes that we all have fun with that just reoccur in his videos all the time. And we could even have expectations of like reoccurring character, maybe his wife shows up, maybe some kind of commenter gets promoted into a reoccurring meme. I don't know, man. I would like to have one of these because it's something you look forward to in the video. It's just so weird that YouTubers' content feels so weak and only Mr. Beast have figured out the formula. It's kind of weird. Perhaps Mr. Beast is doing important type of work where he understands why people fall off the content and why they don't want to watch. But I still always feel like there's some kind of better way to look into statistics in general. I mean, is what it is. I have to concede on that one. Retention rate, the magical thing that you have to care about and analyze. But a way more important thing to analyze is how can you improve without cutting things off your video? Because that's what Mr. Beast does, most importantly. He just filters out his content to the point where it's just pure gold. Which can be exhausting in a way. So before we make a conclusion, I want to remind you guys, if you want to actually help Sniperwolf improve her content, because this is what it's all about. It's not about canceling her. It's about improving her content somehow. But if you could only ask for one thing, would that actually be crediting creators? Because someone else can fucking do that one. It's not a big deal to credit TikTokers, just random people on a different platform. Is it really that important? Like, even when I do the YouTube CEO job, I'm dealing with people with more than 1 million subscribers, and that's all I can actually put into my mouth. Like, they actually have to be very, very competitive. But crediting random people on TikTok, they're not going to be your friends. They're very unlikely to be influenced by you. But, I mean, if you're a predator, go right ahead and look for all these creators, so to speak, who can never even earn a living on TikTok anyways, or through TikTok. It's weird. So if there was one thing I would change about Sniperwolf's content, well, personally, I would just add sanity to it, because that is the most valuable thing I would do to any YouTube channel, in fact. And I talked about it many times. Sanity, bro. Just the ability to react to what's going on around you, and not to be focused on just delivering people's expectations, because that's always turns into toxic nonsense. So let me repeat it from my past perspective, all right? This game of like, what's gonna actually improve Sniperwolf's content and will be the least of her, the least effort thing that she could do that would not bother her at all. If we want to play that game, I don't think Jacksfilms have figured anything out about it, all right? I don't think he did that. What would benefit the most to Sniperwolf? What would improve her content and what she has to do? What kind of type of work she has to do? If we want to actually help her, we have to figure that out. All right. And I'm not just saying as an idiot. I'm saying as a person who has the same personality, who knows what I want to hear. I want to hear from people who actually understand my positioning, and they can actually provide me with improvement to my video. What can I do to improve my videos? Do you know? Because I don't get nothing, bro. I don't get no feedback. But I would love to get some. And so far, I haven't, you know. Yeah, the only feedback is, oh, you will never be a YouTuber. That's floating around in the ether. No one even saying that much. Because it's hard. It is hard to look into the stars and like how far they have went. But they just went one direction, and it doesn't feel like they have the experience to do much else. To be like real people or realistic. And relatable. It's very difficult. Oh, this is one cool thing we can do, guys. Yeah. So the final score is calculating. 14 plus 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. It's more? More bin time? It's less, bro. It started so strong that I got scared. Why do we have still more lives? I thought we dealt with this. I'll just imagine that we did. Yeah, the score could have probably be bumped by like 20 points, but not by much. Or it could even go lower, but yeah, there was extra life for Jacksfilms. The saving grace is somehow a reoccurring theme in my videos now. Ah, saving grace, okay. I don't want to destroy someone's reputation by any means. Jacksfilms should have a little bit of hope, which he still has. He's still ahead of Azzyland for now. But Azzyland gets so much reputation from this video. It is insane. And now being in top 100, she's a whole nother level of a person. The last one I'll even multiply by 2. It's a 3. Well, excuse me, princess. Divide by 5. The average goes to 237. So that is, now, bam, Jacksfilms, you know, and Jacksfilms. This is the average right now, and the final score, Azzy's content, is 260. So, here's Azzy's score, and here's Jacksfilms' score, and Azzy is 20% more powerful creator in terms of quality of her content, which is very difficult to be 20% better. I mean, especially when you're already like in such high tier. But subscriber count does matter. You must understand, this number is not a fucking fluke. It actually tells a deep-seated story of some kind. And most of the time it's like a truthful number. Except with PewDiePie and MrBeast, because I still am baffled, you know? I still can't believe their stories are this fucking wacky and nonsensical, basically. And in a way, it still, like, makes sense, you know? Once you're on top of the world, you can start cheat coding yourself even higher, you know? You can find loopholes that will squeeze even more subscribers and more views. If that's all you care about, you will get there. So I sort of understand, but it's still bizarre. But with these smaller creators, you know, like, these numbers actually matter because they're just doing their thing. They're not like masterminds of manipulating people and making them watch maximum amount of content. Yes, there's plenty of skills going on, but you don't feel that, like, if they're not honest about it, like MrBeast is honest about it, and he has to be honest about it to have maximum self-esteem on manipulation of how good his videos are. He has to just brag about it, which is great. Bragging about your skills is way better than just bragging about a color of Bugatti. And that's great. You have to respect subscriber counts very, very much. And just Jacksfilms has a smaller count, unfortunately. But he can make multiple YouTube channels, which is actually kind of a respectable thing. Except I don't respect it. I always look into the main YouTube channel, unfortunately. What is that, bro? What is that? What is that thumbnail? I don't understand the meaning. It's so weird. Can someone explain what he's going through? Because it's Jacksfilms who seems sad and SSSniperwolf seems pretty fucking glad. I don't know what's going on here. This is bizarre art. This is something else. Okay, guys. So that was my part 7. And probably we're not done with SSSniperwolf drama whatsoever because I have to side with her. I want to be her biggest fan, as you know. I'm claiming that jackpot, all right? Jackpot. One way or the other. All right? And I think the size of Jackpot is just going to be the size of his second channel dedicated to SSSniperwolf, because someone has to claim it, especially once the drama turns against him. The best apology is just to give away the channel to someone else. And I have my mouth open for that. I can't wait to control a channel for myself. That will be a pretty cool experience, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I will bring it down to, like, you know, 10,000 subscribers very quickly, but until we get there, it's still gonna be a bumpy ride, am I right? See you guys next time.